Egypt is in Africa. It is an important part of the African continent, but sometimes, people forget this connection. This happens for many reasons. We need to remember that Egypt is African to understand its history and culture. Egypt's story is connected to the stories of other African countries. Egypt's history didn't start in isolation. It has always been linked to other African civilizations. It's important to recognize this to understand its true heritage. By seeing Egypt as part of Africa, we see a richer and more complete picture of its past. Colonialism changed how people see Egypt. European powers wanted to control Egypt. They told stories that separated Egypt from Africa. These stories said that Egypt was not a part of Africa. They said Egyptian civilization came from somewhere else. These colonial stories are not true. But they have had a lasting impact. They made people forget Egypt's African roots. This separation is still felt today. It is important to challenge these colonial stories. The way Egypt is shown in media can be misleading. Often media shows Egypt as separate from Africa. This happens in movies, books, and television. These portrayals often focus on ancient Egypt. They don't show the connections to modern Africa. This separation in media affects how people understand Egypt. It makes people think of Egypt as a separate entity. To change this, we need more accurate representations of Egypt. We need to see Egypt's African identity reflected in how it's portrayed. Over the centuries, many groups invaded Egypt. These invasions changed Egypt's culture. Different groups brought their own traditions and beliefs. This mixing of cultures is a part of Egypt's history. Despite these changes, Egypt's African identity remained strong. We can still see African influences in Egypt today. These influences are in the language, music, and traditions. Recognizing these influences helps us understand Egypt's complex past.